It's in the game.
Thank you, EA, for providing me a code to play EA Formula 1 25. Now, this is an unpaid opportunity, but I can't wait to jump in today to actually try out the game. I used to play a lot of Formula 1 games and haven't played them really for a long time. So I'm going to be jumping into the Breaking Point, which is the story mode for Formula 1. And we're going to actually go ahead and start it on the likes of challenging. If you think in the comments down below I should be playing it on a bit harder or easier, then let me know in the comments down below. But because I haven't played it in a while, I think I'm just going to go straight in as it is and see what happens.
In Breaking Point.
You know, the first time you see a car, your car, alongside Ferrari, McLaren, Mercedes, that's what it's all about.
Aiden, listen.
Between you and me, I don't think this team is right for me.
Callie Mayer becomes the first woman ever to win the F2 championship.
What about your dad? Has he called to congratulate you yet, Callie?
Nope. Next question.
Devon Butler now. Oh, that's not good. Oh no, Devon Butler spins. He's out.
It was his hearing. He'd been keeping it from us.
I'm done, Casper.
I think maybe he'd been trying to keep it from himself. So if Devon, your son, can't drive, how about your daughter?
Callie Mayer becomes the first female driver of the modern era to participate in an F1 race.
Here she comes. But there's contact between the two Connor Sport drivers.
Aiden, are you alright? It's just another Butler.
The two Connor Sport teammates not exactly doing each other any favours this afternoon.
What is Aiden playing at? Thought he was too good for the team. He just had a bit of an attitude problem.
Enough! It has to stop. Understand?
I must take care of the business, Kelly. Who do you think will inherit it after I'm gone?
Well, Devon, obviously. I wanted you to fight for me. He never listened to me. He always listened to you.
You know what it's like to leave all this behind, don't you?
Yeah, it's the most difficult thing I've ever done.
I didn't choose this, Casper.
I've had an entire season of you whispering in people's ears. I'm asking you to leave the meeting.
You can't be serious.
This is not your team. And after today, it might not even exist.
You coming, Devon?
Yeah, I'm thinking I might actually stay.
You all know what's at stake. If we race as individuals today, the team dies.
I'm sorry if I was ever...
I will forgive you on one condition.
What's that?
You get your share of the points.
Aiden's out. I heard.
Sure about this?
I'm sure about everything.
Is this a team order?
It's just not going to make up that much ground. It can't be done. Just cruise it in, Cal. Trust me, you watch her go.
And to the checkered flag for one final time. That is sub-race from Callie Mayer.
What an incredible performance by her today. Connor Sport, I'm sure, will be very delighted with that one.
Definitely an interesting starting scenario of what's going on here. I haven't been following. Does this lead on from the previous Breaking Points? If there was even a previous Breaking Points. This is all new to me, so let me know in the comments down below. But yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting into the racing.
Well, here we are then, the final day of pre-season testing here in Bahrain.
It's been good, hasn't it, so far, Crofty? We've seen all the teams out there, putting in the miles, putting in the laps, and we come away from it still not knowing who's going to be the team to beat. It looks super competitive as always.
Now, you're not wrong, Ant. Red Bull and Ferrari have looked impressive, as expected, but it's Connor Sport that have really been the talk of the paddock so far this week.
I've already told Casper, let the car run a little wider out of turn 4. You can really extend the track there.
I don't know. We're already pretty close to track limits at that point.
Well, you're leaving time on the table, so just let it run a little wider. It's all good.
But you're not the one behind the wheel, Dev.
We might be pushing our luck with the steward, so we'll have to side with Callie on this one.
Ask Casper, he'll agree with me.
Yeah, they're here now. Just give me a second. Devon, just a man. So we look through the data, and if we adjust the ERS harvesting rate, we should see some improvement on those turns.
Told you.
Right, okay, settle down. Got someone who wants to speak to you all. Right, they're listening now. Davidoff.
Good. So, as your new team owner, I thought it only right that I check up on my investments. And I'm glad I did. Casper's just filled me in on the lap times. I just wanted to say, well done. I'm impressed. But Red Bull's numbers are better, so there's still room for improvement.
Well, now we know what we're up against. I'm sure me and
Callie,
Aidan could...
don't have time to chat. All I wanted to say is that I'm expecting great things from our drivers this season. We all are. Just don't let yourselves down.
And no worries, Dad. We're all over it.
Good man. I'll fly out to Bahrain as soon as I can. Ciao.
Well, he's right, you know. With times like these, we could be real contenders this season. We had an incredible start to the 24 season. Better than any of us could have imagined.
And do you think any of that was down to Davidoff Butler buying the team?
Undoubtedly. I mean, Davidoff had a way of pushing people's buttons to motivate them, as he would call it. Besides, both his kids were at Connor Sport, so if there were any disagreements, which there were, he could be very...
persuasive. He would always get what he wanted. Why do you think I sold the team to him at the end of 2023?
You're the boss. Throughout the course of the Breaking Point 3, you'll not only control the drivers, but also the Consports team principal, Casper Ackermann. Department events. During this visit to the team data center, Casper will have to make difficult decisions covering a range of topics during department events. And department events, how you choose to respond to these events will have direct effect on many things, such as your performance and reputation. They may even affect bonus objectives for upcoming races.
Hey boss, got a couple of minutes?
Money helps the team, right? So between story events, you'll return to the hub. Here you can check for the latest news, your social feed, emails, and even receive phone calls from other characters throughout the course of Breaking Point 3. The characters you control in these hubs can change from visit to visit, each one offering a different perspective on the life of Connor Sport. So performance and reputation, from here, you'll be able to use or able to check the level of performance and reputation. These ratings will fluctuate based on your actions both on and off the track. Gaining a higher level in each rating will result in a wider range of responses available in both press interviews and department events. And performance is largely related to how well you and the Connor Sport team perform during races. It will be affected by things such as your finishing position or if you manage to secure the fastest lap of the race. Be mindful, however, that other factors outside of the race may also affect the performance. So the reputation is all to do with how well the media, fans, and Formula One world perceive you and the team. From appearing frustrated in post-race interviews through outperforming your rivals on track, all of this will be reflected on your reputational levels. So you got to respond to your actions. News, social posts, emails, and phone calls can all be impacted by your actions elsewhere in Breaking Point 3. These icons will highlight if a piece of content is presented due to your actions, with each representing a different source. From reputations, performance on track actions, and press and department event choices, you'll be able to identify how Formula One world is responding to your choices and decisions. Interesting. So our legacy media has gone down somehow, I'm not too sure how, but we're going to jump in and we're going to have a look at all of this stuff, and we could literally go straight to the race, but I'm guessing we're going to have to prioritize other things. We got a phone call. How do we accept this?
Davidoff.
Casper, how's everything shaping up?
Pretty good. We're just about to go over the data from FP3. I want to encourage Callie to adjust the brake balance. She's still locking up coming out of turn 7. And as for Aidan,
Yeah, good. Thank you, Casper. Thanks. Yep. Casper, listen, we need another strong showing at Imola.
Of course.
Getting a great result in Ferrari homeland would show that we're serious about making the top 3.
And we are, as you know. We've delivered a good car this year, so
But there's always a better car around the corner. Also, I understand my old friend Ernst has been in touch about a shoot with some watches.
Yeah, Eigenberger. Yes, I've given it the go-ahead.
Very good. It's important to me. I'll tell Devon, you tell California. Anyhow, I got another call to make. Must be off. Ciao.
Okay, perfect. At least we chose the right decision there. Now, one thing I do want to do is I want to go to the settings, and I do want to actually up the or change the assist. So we got it as amateur, and it contains driver assist settings that allow you to make controlling the car easier and more authentic. I didn't actually enjoy it being super duper easy. I want traction control, obviously on medium. We still want some sort of traction control. Anti-lock brakes off. Braking assist off. We had braking assist on before. That was flipping awful. Steering assist, definitely not. We don't want that. Now, dynamic racing line, I don't know whether to have it just on the corners only until I know the tracks off by heart. So we're going to leave it like that, unless we can learn on the actual practices rather than just the racing. So no, we're going to leave it as hard and as difficult as possible to make it really good, or at least a more realistic experience for all of you. If we do not play too well, then we will change that. We're going to leave the gearbox as automatic. We will eventually move that to manual, but right now this is how we're looking to do it. So let's leave it like that. Let's back out of there. We've got the assists how we want them, making it more of a realistic feeling. Let's take a check into the news and see what this is all about. So you've got all of this. I'm not going to read it all because obviously it's going to take a long time for me to go through it. But we can see that there's loads of stuff that we probably should be paying attention to understand. And then we go to the social likes of everything. And I'm not too sure if we can actually like any of these posts, or are these literal just posts of people. Yeah, literally you're just going to go through it and check it all. And the Connor Sports got 1.2 million followers. And then you got the email. Now, maybe we have to actually respond to these. No, we don't. So it's literally a case of just going in and taking an eye on everything. So Max Verstappen is in first, Sergio Perez second, Charles Leclerc in third, and Aiden Jackson sitting in fifth. So I think with that, let's go ahead and go into the race. What driver do we want to be? I'm going to be Aiden Jackson, and we're going to go ahead and advance. And are you sure you will play as this driver for the rest of the chapter? You sure you want to proceed? Yes. Right, wish me luck.
What a great battle down the straight here at Imola. There's not much space between Red Bull and Connor Sports, and there's contact and into the ground.
Was that Max Verstappen?
Verstappen's unaffected, and he races on ahead.
Verstappen definitely benefits from that one. Was there room for it though? I'm not too sure.
Everything okay, Aiden?
Not happy.
Yeah, well, it looks like you've escaped unscathed. Now head down and let's go, yeah?
I'm already on it.
Max still up to his dirty old tricks. You'd have thought he'd learned better after the weekend. But enough of that. We're chasing down Sainz, then we're coming back for you, Max. So don't hold your horses. We've got you in our sights. That was close. We almost did the same thing to Sainz as Max did to us. We got Sainz through the chicane. Here we are on the outside. Lovely.
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
And Max directly ahead. Let's see what we can do. Can we enable DRS? No DRS able to be enabled there. Coming for you, Max. Oh, that was a little bit too close.
Great stuff. It looked like you made easy work of that target. Let's try and keep that going right through to the end of the race.
Yeah, that was well too close for comfort. See if we can get top three. Cut that corner then, no good. Go for the undertake. Get some speed.
The car ahead's losing 2 seconds a lap to you. Good job.
Oh wow. We got some speed on. No! Whoa, that was close.
Okay, clear.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a little bit of a shunt bad on my behalf. Taking him on the grass. Collision, don't give me that warning. That was his fault. He pulled in, he closed the gap on me when I was trying to take him on the outside. We've got Perez in front, which we are still actually catching up to.
Okay,
Then we've got Leclerc in front.
Teammate by 3.0 seconds.
Oh, I did not brake. I was looking at the map.
Good distance between yourself and the car behind.
That was really bad of me. Hopefully I don't get any points for that.
Continue to cut corners. The stewards are going to give you a penalty. Be careful.
Yeah, that was my bad. This is where you need to be able to talk to your pitman, saying what's happening, who's in front, by how far, because by me taking my eyes off and looking up to my side, then maybe just have that accident. We'll be able to catch him before the final straight. We're going to be able to get second here. Maybe. Just maybe. 1 lap to go. Made us spin up a little bit when we clipped the grass. We might be able to get second here, guys. Straight through the chicane, I think we got him. What are you doing? We got him here on the outside or the inside. Oof. Shame we couldn't capture that first position. Oh no! No!
Okay, we've been given a time penalty. It will go against our finishing time at the end of the race. Get your head down and let's get it done. Okay, mate, final lap. Keep your concentration and let's bring it home.
That's put us in third, isn't it? We're not going to be able to get a 3-second lead in 1 lap, are we? Absolutely not. Oh no. Oh no. Well, at this rate though, we're still keeping third because the person behind is 5 seconds
back.
And he stopped looking at that time frame at the top left. Oh no. No, don't. What we got third?
Yes, mate, I'll take that. Well done. We're really happy with the podium down here, so well done. Yes.
Unlucky. Good effort. Let's keep pushing.
Gotta say, it's been another good day for Connor Sport today. A string of positive performances recently has seen them establish themselves well and truly ahead of the midfield.
Yeah, they're in the top 3 now, Crofty. A great season so far, and I've been really impressed with both Mayer and Jackson.
I don't think you're the only one there, Ants. We'll be watching their season with interest.
Okay, that was interesting.
Ferrari are at it again. An excellent performance at today's Grand Prix, and they're certainly a team that know what they're doing out there.
Well, there we are on a podium. So what do we do here?
What a battle with Max out there today. How did you find it?
Yeah, let's do that one.
People talk about Max for a reason, but look, I don't like how dominant he's been in recent years. You know, none of the drivers should. We know he's a champion, but we can all compete with him. And if we can't challenge him more, then, you know, what are we even doing out here today? I think it's time that the rest of us start to change the conversation. So, yeah, I'm pleased to have taken the fight to him a little bit today.
We're now 3rd in the Constructors. That's the best start to a season the team has ever had. So, what do you put it down to?
We're going to say leadership because we've got new leadership. So we want to kind of like... Oh, this is a hard one. Let's do the team. No, he seems a bit salty. We go leadership for now.
Yeah, I think it highlights the ambition at Connor Sport in general. You know, a lot of that starts with the new owners, and they've been really involved, keeping everyone focused, and we're all pushing harder. Casper's obviously been guiding us through the challenges of every race and, you know, making those calls when it matters. But there's a lot that goes into competing at this level. But, you know, you don't have that much hope without the right people in charge, and thankfully we do.
Do you feel like you're sending a message to the rest of the grid with these kinds of results?
Definitely.
Absolutely. Well, that's why we're here, to take the fight to the big teams. We're more than just a new team. We're not just here to make up the numbers. We're here to compete with the best. And that's always been the case. And it's really great that the results are finally beginning to reflect that.
That's great, thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yes.
Devon.
Hey, Dad. Just congratulating the guys on a job well done.
There was no time for that. We all did well. How are preparations coming on for Monaco?
I'm sure everything's in hand.
Listen, Devon. We don't have time to rest on our laurels. I want the race data analysed and full diagnostic reports on Casper's desk before we begin packing down. Listen, you've dropped the ball on this one. You cannot take your foot off the gas, not when Connor Sport is this close to success. I expect you to take charge. Show the team what a leader is.
Yeah, well, it's a bit difficult, that, Dad. I'm team liaison. Basically, I pass notes between departments. Not exactly leadership material, is it?
Devon, you have got to focus on the bigger picture. Casper.
Duff. Devon, can you give us a minute? Just need to talk to your father.
Yeah, sure thing, boss. I'll just go and liaise, yeah?
Davidoff, why so full on?
Just trying to motivate him, is all. He needs to stay focused.
I'm talking about the team. They've just had a fantastic result and you're... Just give them some space to simmer down, to celebrate.
Of course. You're right. But we cannot lose momentum now, Casper. Everything must be in its place.
What are you planning?
What do you mean?
I've seen that face before. I mean, whatever it is, just keep me informed. I don't want any nasty surprises.
I'm just looking out for my family, that's all.
Okay.
So there we have it, the first part of the game. Let me know what you thought of that in the comments down below. I'm gonna definitely probably be playing a little bit more of this, but let me know what you want to see. Do you want to see more of the actual story that we're doing right now, or do you want to see me play a little bit of online multiplayer or other bits and bobs to do with this game? Do some time trials and you guys can try and beat them. Let me know. Like, follow, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.